What tools do you really need to successfully grow vegetables on your allotment plot? Well, I'm here to tell you. Hi guys, my name is Emma and these are my allotment diaries. If you are loving my videos, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel for lots more allotment tips and fun. Allotment plots are hard work, there is no denying that. But that doesn't necessarily mean they have to be expensive. Those of you who are already subscribed to my channel may already be aware that me and tools don't always go hand in hand. And what I mean by that is I break them and I don't always bother to replace them when I do. When I first started my allotment plot 3 years ago, I didn't have a lot of money to be able to invest in expensive tools, so I learnt to make do with what I had. Despite my lack of proper tools, I still managed to grow a pretty successful allotment garden. So this begs the question, how many tools do you really need to successfully grow vegetables on your allotment plot? So I'm going to break down my essential tools that I think every allotment holder should really have that will make your life easier. Is the shovel. Yes, my one's a little bit bent, it's like a banana one. I don't like to spend a lot of money on these, but it might be a good idea if you're starting out to really invest a good chunk of money into a solid shovel so they don't bend and break. You're going to use your shovel a lot at your allotment plot, mainly for shoveling things like wood chip and manure and compost. Even though I have a no-dig allotment plot, I still find that my shovel comes in a lot of use, so shovel. Next up is the fork. I probably use my fork a lot more than I use my shovel. A fork is really good for getting out plants without damaging the roots because it's not got that big chunk of metal there, so it's really good for moving plants about. I also find it quite useful for weeding, digging things over, digging manure into the ground if I wanted to do that. A fork is just a really useful thing to have, so I definitely invest in a good quality fork. Next up is a good quality pair of gardening gloves, absolutely essential for any gardener, whether you're allotment gardening or just growing flowers. You're going to be removing weeds and putting your hands into the soil a lot, and though sometimes it is quite nice to put your bare hands into the soil because the soil does contain a lot of good bacteria and it's just a really nice feeling, sometimes you do just need to protect your hands from those stinging nettles, biting insects and thorns, things like that. So a good quality pair of gardening gloves, pretty essential in any allotment plot. Okay, next up, a little bit unconventional, but it's a pair of kitchen scissors. I am surprised myself of how often I use a good quality pair of kitchen scissors in my allotment plot. This is for things like cutting twine, cutting plants back, cutting things down. I know a lot of people use secateurs, and secateurs are fantastic. I find that they are a little bit pricey, and actually I find that I use my scissors a lot more at the allotment plot than I would ever use a pair of secateurs because they're a little bit more versatile. I need to cut chicken wire and things like that and twine a lot, and opening packets as well, opening packets of compost, opening new seed packets. They're a little bit difficult to get into. I just find that scissors are really essential, so just bring down your kitchen scissors. Nearly stabbed myself in the face then. Don't do that with them. Next is a rake. Rake is definitely something that you are going to need in your allotment garden. Move the wood chip about. I can gather up leaves to make leaf mould in the autumn time. Mine has no handle because the handle fell off and I didn't replace it. That's what I mean about when my tools break, I don't tend to replace them. I just lean over now and do the raking with this, so works fine. Could probably do with a new handle, but there we go. I also think that a wheelbarrow is pretty essential as well. When I first got my allotment plot, I kind of saw a wheelbarrow as a big purchase and therefore a bit of a luxury and something that I didn't need. I used to carry around a great big pot when I did my weeding and stuff, and when I had to like move things around like wood chip and manure. Actually what I found is that a wheelbarrow is pretty essential. It's a massive time saver and it also saves your back. Instead of having to carry a heavy pot around, you just push your wheelbarrow. So definitely a wheelbarrow is pretty essential. Some other essentials are a good quality watering can. This is not only for watering but for feeding your plants as well. A good quality pair of gardening shears. And a hoe to make weeding that little bit easier. This leads me on to the next bit of this video, which is what do you do when your tools break? Do you throw them away? Do you compost them? No. My advice is to repurpose them. I have repurposed almost everything on my allotment plot that has broken. I'm also finding things in skips all the time and trying to make use of them here. I think that is everything that an allotment plot stands for, really. It's just repurposing and reusing and recycling. Here is an old handle from something. It might have been a fork, it might have been a shovel, something like that. I find this is really useful for planting my spring bulbs. Just push it into the ground and give it a good old twist with the handle, and you've got a really nice deep hole for putting bulbs in, or garlic or onions. So that's been repurposed. Lots of long green poles, and if you are subscribed to my channel, you might often see me using these to stake sunflowers and stake other kinds of plants that need holding upright. This is actually from an old polytunnel that blew down, flew away, and then completely broke and snapped, and I've just used all of the green poles from it and repurposed them in my allotment plot instead of buying bamboo canes. Here is a paint pot, which is from when I painted my shed pink. I've used this to put some spring bulbs in. I also use another empty one and fill it with water and put flowers in it when I want to pick flowers and keep them fresh. Beer bottles I've still got here, and these were from when I did beer traps to try and stop the slugs and snails. These are really good for putting over the top of your bamboo canes or your stakes so that it protects you. So if you fall over onto that, probably going to impale yourself in a really nasty way if you put a beer bottle over it. And this is probably my favourite thing that I've ever repurposed at my allotment plot, and it's my original first wheelbarrow. And basically what I've done is just put some holes in the bottom, put some compost in, and I just grow things. I mean, at the moment it's just full of weeds, but it's done really good for things like shallow crops like salads and lettuce and radishes. I also love repurposing pallets. I think pallets are just an allotment holder's dream because there are so many things that you can make, and it's free wood. I've made the strawberry planter out of one. I've just put some old compost bags in, and there's a whole video on that. I'll leave the link below. You can see exactly how I've made it, but it's just such an easy, cheap way of making a planter. I think there's a massive misconception that gardening has to be an expensive hobby, that you have to invest in tons and tons of tools at really high prices sometimes. You have to invest in perfect raised beds and have everything absolutely immaculate and shop brought basically in order to grow really good vegetables, and it is just not true, guys. It's just not the case. When I started this allotment plot, I rocked up with nothing more than a rusty pair of shears and an old pair of gardening gloves, and I managed to clear an entire blackberry jungle, put together some little bit haphazardy kind of raised beds, but they did the job, and grow some really incredible fruit and vegetables, and I barely spent a penny in my first and second year. Only now in my third year that I'm starting to invest a little bit more money, and that's just because I love it so much and I really enjoy it, and I just want to keep going and make life easier for myself. But honestly, if you're starting out on an allotment plot, I would say spend less is more, because the best thing to do is to get excited about gardening. You need to get that motivation and that want to kind of do it. So don't be put off by allotment gardening thinking that it's too expensive for you. It is not. A little bit of hard work, a little bit of imagination, and you'll go really far, and you will be able to grow a successful allotment garden. I hope this video has been helpful to you. I hope it's given you some ideas of what tools you need to start your first allotment plot. If it has, do subscribe to my channel. If you have any other ideas for future videos, tips, tricks, anything that you want to know about allotment plots that I might be able to help you with, leave a comment below and let me know, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye!